Okay.
New at noon, a new NBC News poll of likely Republican caucus goers shows former President Donald Trump with a commanding lead over the GOP field. It shows Trump is more than 20 points ahead of his closest rival, and that is Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. South Carolina Senator Tim Scott polling at 9%. While Trump now faces 4 criminal indictments, nearly 2/3 of likely caucus goers, they don't believe he has committed any serious crimes. This comes as we inch closer and closer to when the former president and 18 co-defendants will surrender to authorities in Fulton County. The deadline is noon this Friday. There are indications that the surrender won't happen until later this week. 11 Alive's Jerry Carnes has more on how the Fulton County Jail is getting ready for what is surely going to be a busy week.
The clock is ticking. There are now 4 days left until the deadline for former President Donald Trump and 18 others to turn themselves in on criminal charges stemming from their attempts to overturn the 2020 vote in Georgia. NBC News is reporting that it is unlikely Mr. Trump will turn himself in before Thursday of this week. As his lawyers work to negotiate the conditions of his surrender, the former president has announced he will not gather on Wednesday to debate the other candidates vying for the Republican nomination in the 2024 race for president. On his social media platform, Truth Social, Trump wrote that, quote, "The public knows who I am and what a successful presidency I had." Former Trump Chief of Staff Mark Meadows is one of the 18 co-defendants named in the Fulton County criminal case. Over the weekend, he filed a motion asking a federal court to dismiss the state charges against him. Meadows is claiming immunity. His court filing states that as a federal official at the time of the charged conduct, Meadows is immune from state prosecution under the Supremacy Clause of the federal Constitution. Meadows had previously asked that authorities move his case from state to federal court.
Lawyers for several of the defendants have told us that the negotiations concerning the terms of the bond that would allow them to leave the jail once they are booked. Lawyers want those defendants in and out of the jail as quickly as possible, so they're negotiating the terms of that bond already instead of waiting until Friday, the day of surrender, whenever that could be. This is a very complex and ever-evolving story, and 11 Alive has got everything you need to know to get you up to speed, from the charges to what's next for the former president. Text the word RICO to that number you see right there on your screen. We will send you a message straight to your phone. That is 404-885-7600.